Hello everyone, welcome back to another video in my Nordschleife series, or actually it's a Trak series, but lately I've only been driving Nordschleife, so it will probably remain this way. Anyway, I am rambling. It's the Car Meets Nordschleife series. And this time we are in this beautiful thing. It's a fully fledged race car. It's the Radical SR3. I wanted to do this video before New Year's, but unfortunately with holidays, family, and after the New Year's, a little bit of a hardware issue or software issue on my computer, I unfortunately couldn't make that video. A little bit about that a little bit later. Yeah, so why I wanted to make this video is because last time I was driving the Pagani Huayra BC around here. If I remember correctly, I did a rather slow 7 minutes 12 seconds time, which is it was a horrible lap. I think we can all agree. But anyway, I did speak and compare it a little bit to the McLaren, and I did speak about tire quality, grip, aero, and so on. And why this car? Well, it's because it's a lot less powerful than the Huayra, but it does have a lot more aero, and it does have slicks, which we can all agree has a lot more grip. So I want to see how this car will compare with the Pagani. So just to throw out some stats, the Pagani develops around 750 brake horsepower, while this car develops right around 200. While the Pagani is 1,200 kilos, this one is only roughly 600 kilos. So this gives us around 300 brake horsepower per ton in the Radical versus around 600 horsepower per ton in the Pagani. So the power is almost half less, and I want to see how this car will compare with the Pagani. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's jump into the car and go for a lap. Righto, here we are in the Radical SR3. This time not in VR. I still have the VR, I still use the VR, but yeah, I wanted to do this video on the flat screen as yeah, I've just reconfigured my everything to be able to do that, as I think it's a quicker alternative to VR to get into, you know, just do a quick lap or 2 or 3 or 4 just for a more casual drive, while I still think VR is the best way to go sim racing, for me personally at least. But still, this is also nice, and like I said, an easier thing to get into. Okay, don't know what this was. Anyway, we'll go for a lap. We'll see what happens if everything survives. Couple of corners before the start line. And across we go. Alright, first corner, brake right before the crest, down to first. Oh, a little bit feisty on the exit. Easy flat through here. Aero and the sticky tires take care of that. Better late on brakes, run a little bit wide. Now up for a long section where we will pay in lap times, as we have a huge power deficit here. So yeah, as I was saying before in the intro, I had a software issue in the form of me being a dummy, and I completely botched a reinstall of Windows, and I lost everything. So this is everything, a new config, new setup, everything's new, brand new. And yeah, I still don't have everything set up to my personal liking. I don't even know how the recording will turn out. Brake at the end of the curb. Sorry for switching the context so quickly. Then as the bridge appears on the right, hammer the throttle. So yeah, like I said, brand new install, things are still weird, hope everything turns out okay, and yeah, we'll see where it gets us. Anyway, back to the car, try flat here, easy. Yeah, the lightweight, the aero and sticky tires means you can just brake very late, much later than you had to do with the Pagani. Here, as the board on top of the fence appears, you can go on throttle, flat through here, hit, miss, sorry. Hit misses. Anyway, as we're approaching the slowest corner on Nordschleife, kick off oversteer. A little bit against the apex here. Try to avoid the curbs, as they are almost as tall as the car itself. Coming up to Bergwerk. Had to left on the exit and missed the apex, which is a bad thing, so we don't have all the power that we need to get us up this hill quickly. So any exit costs us even extra. But it is what it is. We'll just see what happens at the end. Courage corner, I think it will be flat in this car with the aero and the slick tires. Should be breeze. Oh yeah, easy flat. Easy flat. Yeah, this is a mod car. It's not Kuno's content. So you will find the link to the mod in the description, so that you can enjoy it as well. It's a free mod, an okay mod, not a perfect mod I would say, but still an okay mod. One weird thing that I do find with this mod is the car doesn't have TC, which is apparent. The back end does step out at times, although not so much because of the low power. But what I do find weird is the car also doesn't have ABS, but as you can see I can just keep hammering the brakes like a madman and it barely breaks traction on braking. Maybe it is how the car behaves in real life, I don't know. Never driven it. Stay away from the curbs. God damn it. Corner. Let's not make that video. Nice and clean. Nice curva. Slippery. What earns the name. On to the jump. Not really a jump here, as the arrow keeps us pinned down. And now Stefan Del of S. Yeah, even with the arrow, the car does have some understeer at some times. You have to wrestle it into the corner. Sometimes, like here for example, the car just wouldn't turn in. And on exit here you could see very well. Kick off oversteer. Let's try flat. Yep, that's the understeer I'm talking about. But still, we made it. We made it. Let's see, 6 minutes 16 under the Audi banner. That's going to be tight. Pagani was a 7 minute 12, although a horrible lap on my part. To be fair, this one wasn't perfect either. Far from it, actually. But we'll see what we do in the end. Let's go. 227. Definitely a lot slower than the Pagani. 6 minutes 43 under the Bilstein Bridge. Approaching the final couple of corners. Holy shit. Okay, that scared me. I don't know what's wrong, but I guess those are the gremlins of the new setup. And a 7:03.8. 7 minutes 3 seconds 8 tenths. Quicker. Definitely quicker than the Pagani. I think it was a 7 minute 12 in the Pagani. This one was 7 minute 3 seconds and 8 tenths, so almost a 7:04. But anyway, I think the Pagani could have gotten, or I could have driven the Pagani at least 10 seconds quicker around the lap, around Nordschleife than I did, which would put it a little bit quicker than the Radical. Which still, even if the Radical is a tiny bit slower around here, I think it's an awesome testament to what slick tires and aero and car on a diet do to a lap time. Considering this is only 200 horsepower, Pagani is like 750 roundabout. Yeah, and almost identical lap times, I would say. It's just amazing to see what a car with the aero and the proper tires, proper race tires can do. And yeah, this was the video. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please click that like button. Leave a comment, and if you want to see more in the future, subscribe to the channel. I will try to make more of these. This is my New Year's resolution, to make at least some videos this year, but I cannot promise anything. But if you don't want to miss them, do subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care, and have an awesome one. Bye-bye.